Okay, at this moment, I'm going to go to the southwest corner, and this is, so you get a full view of the backyard. This is a beautiful. John just cut the grass. Look what a beautiful job he does. He gets the grass cut. Yeah, I tell you, the kid is the greatest. This is the southwest corner of the yard, and right here, in a couple of months, Michael is putting a gate, same vinyl and gate, so that we could have access, because there's about 10 feet of our property behind us, just to clean it up and make it like, presentable. And these are weeds right here, and Michael's just going to take them up. They're there because all this is going to be cleared out. Well, anyway, this is the southwest corner. Look how beautiful this yard is. Michael, like John just cut the grass. Look how beautiful he made it look. He always does. He's a great kid. Now, on this side here, alongside the fence, Michael intended to make it a flower bed. He put the mulch down, the red mulch, and he planted all these hollies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's an evergreen in the middle with a fountain in front of it. He put that fountain there last week, and in the center it's a water spray working by solar reflector, a solar panel, and he just puts the flower. Now these are little lights. Yesterday he put those pavers in, just decorative, but they look beautiful, And he has all different things. He has, these are daylilies, these are daisies, these are hollies, that's a holly, that's a holly. And this is what they call a calla daisy. No, a calla lily. And there's all different colors. We have another one over there. And they come up, they're so beautiful. This plant he got from some guy that was advertising, wanted to get rid of him, so he just went down there and picked up 2 of them. He was giving them away, so Michael just went out and got them. Vicky just put that sign as, make no mistake, the weeds will always be here, I'll always win. That's another little flower bed. This little plant sprouts little flowers when they start going to bloom. How beautiful, they're all little flowers. They're exotic kind of plants. And this is also a daylily. This is the fountain. Right now it's dusk, and the sun is down, and the water is just. It works by solar panel. There's a little pump under there and spurts the water. And you also put these night lights in that reflect beautiful at night. Here's another daylily, and this is also a calla lily in yellow. The other one was in purple. The Japanese beetles got at it and made a little shangada out of it, but it came up when it was up in full bloom. It was so beautiful. Here you can just see a Japanese beetle right there. Boy, they're a nuisance. Now, this is our garden over here. This is our little garden. Right here is the crookneck. You can see one big yellow crookneck down there. The bugs are attacking it right now, so I'm going to hit that bug off. They love our garden, these bugs. They love them. This is a marigold. I planted this by seeds, and now it's just exploding with all the buds. Here in this little patch here is our cantaloupe, and every little flower that you see, every little yellow flower that you see the bees are cross-pollinate all over the place. Every little flower that you see is a cantaloupe. Now, inside here, I'm going to spread see these 2? These are cantaloupes. We got 2 here, we got 2 here, just about. This is about the size of a softball. They get the size a little bigger, and when when the skin becomes like alligator, it's ready for picking. Here's another one over here. We're going to have a crop of cantaloupe, and they are sweet as sugar. They're so delicious. So delicious. And this area right here is our cucumbers. We had a crop of cucumbers. Now, here, I'm going to just take these leaves away. You can see those cucumbers. They're baby cucumbers. You see? They're hanging in there. You know how big they get? 18 inches. They get like 3 inches around when we pick them. Michael just picked 3 today. Here's another one under there. That's ready for picking over there. And over here, there's a lot of little ones. Now, the plant, it grows like wildfire. It sends out all these feelers. We had to put a little netting on the top here. See, now they're shooting over, and they're, look at this cucumber. They're abnormal, these cucumbers. And now we're going to have cucumbers hanging from the top, because every little flower that you see is going to be a cucumber. Here's little tiny cucumbers here. And they grow like wildfire. We must have picked about 15 cucumbers already, but not little ones, big, 18 inches and round. Look at all these cucumbers here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We had, on the ground here, we had last year a compost. We removed the compost to make this little rig here for the cucumbers to be planted here. So I'm thinking, because the earth was so fertile from the compost, that it really did a number in enhancing the growth of this plant. Elephant ear leaves, I'll tell you, it is unbelievable. This little bucket here, this is a squash. This is also what they call a crookneck squash. We picked about 3 of them from there. Nice size. A little bigger than this one. A little bigger than this yellow crookneck. A little bigger than that. And this is also a crookneck plant, which we picked 3 or 4 of them. Now here you can see this end plant, this tomato plant, is called the Cherokee Purple. I never had a plant like this before, but the lady says, one of them is getting red under there, red. Lady says, when these things ripen and you taste those tomatoes, you can't believe how delicious they are. So you see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants here. 2, 3 are Cherokee. No, 1 is a Cherokee, 3 are plum shape, and 2 are better boys. They're green now, but when they get ripe, they flourish. They give you every little flower is a tomato plant. Look at this big squash plant. This is what they call Italian striped squash plant. We picked 2 of them already, and there's a lot of little ones growing in there. Over here is a cabbage. See this little yellow ball here? That becomes a cabbage. The caterpillars are attacking it, so Michael cleans them out every day to save the plant, but he thinks that it's going to bloom. It's going to give us a couple of cabbage, just for the sake of a plant. These here, right here, this is carrots. We had onions here, 1, 2, 3, right about 5. We picked about 5 of them. These are all carrots. We didn't pick any of them yet. These are romaine lettuce, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he picked 1. We had 6. But look how they get. Here's more carrots, more onions, more carrots. And here we have a lettuce plant. Only this lettuce was big, picked it, and we left the roots in. It's growing again. It's growing again. This is a little pepper plant. This pepper plant is bell peppers. Now these 3 plants here, these are what they call sweet golden pepper. They're fryers. You can see over here the little fryers in there. They get about 6 inches long and they turn beautifully yellow. And they say they're sweet as sugar. They're beautiful sweet peppers. These are fryers. And here's more tomato plants. These are better boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tomato plants. And look how many tomatoes. And on the top, they're yet to bloom because they're going to be sprouting more tomatoes out there. Here, from here to there, these are all string beans. Now they grow, they're called Kentucky pole beans. But we weren't going to put them on poles, so we put them on the netting. And this netting, they run up the netting, they're going to go over the top, like you can see over here, and they're going to go like wildfire. They just, you can't keep up with them. So we do as much as we can. We have the netting, and now we got a netting over the top, so they're just going to take over the world. At the base, we got basil plant here, basil plant there, and parsley there. And they say they're good for the plant when you plant them close like that. Here's another basil, and there's another basil. This is a parsley, and this is another basil here. And like I say, they're good for the plant for some reason or other. It is here. Look at these tomatoes. I can't wait until these pepper plants go. They're delicious. They have a lot of little buds on them, and you can see if they do well, they're going to give you a zillion peppers. And that one is what they call Italian zucchini. This big one over here, the Italian zucchini. We picked a couple of them already. They're so sweet. You put them on. Michael made a pizza last week, so he made the pizza. Vicky fried the zucchini in garlic and oil and put it on top of the pizza. Ay, 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 ay. It was so delicious. It was so, we eat off the fat of the land. Yeah, we eat off the fat of the land. And here's another Kayla lily. Vicky just put it over there just to get out of it. And look how beautiful it's growing. And look at these daisies. How nice they are. You just watered them, and boy, this is God's work. Oh, this is God's work. This is all God's work. You think you put it in the ground and seeds, and look what God gives you. It gives you, it flourishes a garden like this here. We picked about 15 cucumbers, 18 inches, 2 and 3 inches. There's nothing you could do. We gave them away to neighbors. We gave them away to neighbors. Michael just gave one to a neighbor 3 houses down. I just gave 2 away to this guy Chris that lives around the bend. He's from New York, this guy. Nice guy. Now over here, Vicky got this bench, decorative, but over here she planted this vine. It didn't yet, but it's going to sprout little blue flowers. They didn't sprout yet, but they say they're as pretty as can be. Over here, this plant, I don't know what it's called, but the hummingbirds, they come and they take the nectar. Boy, they strip this plant down. And over here is just wild roses. They're not doing that well. I guess it's because in the corner here, it has a little lack of sun. But here, Vicky put 2 hollies and just decorative with this. Michael and we built this little patio here, and this pot and that pot has, these are flowers. They didn't come out yet, the buds didn't come out yet, but when they sprout, they're so beautiful. They're little buds. At night we sit out here, and she has these little lights. See these lights? They're solar panel, and they illuminate, and it becomes so beautiful. And all those lights out there go on at the same time. Then we have some against the house that also go on. And and it illuminates the yard, and it really is nice out here and very private because of this nylon fence. It's very, very, very private and very tranquil. Now, out there is the forest. This is nice. They can't build out there for some reason. There's a canal, and you can't build out there. But the forest is just as far as the eye could see, and that's what trees are supposed to be out there. You're supposed to enjoy the beauty of it, and it becomes a bird nesting sanctuary. Birds nest in there, and they're all over the place. Then when a hawk comes by, they start chirping, and they start because they don't want nobody invading their territory. We have a crane that flies in from the retaining, the water retainer, where we catch all the rainwater, and comes overhead, rests himself on the top of the peaks there of the tree, and then he takes off. Boy, he's a tremendous bird. He has a wingspan like a good 8 feet water. It's a blue heron. Big, beautiful bird. Big. I have binoculars. I sit over here, and when I catch the action. You know, I catch the action. Yeah, and this is our garden, and look how beautiful Richard John cuts the grass. Makes everything look so nice. He's a little depressed. He wants to go to Japan so bad, you know. Now here he has the barbecue. Occasionally we make a barbecue. We sit over here. And we barbecue, and we have our barbecue hamburgers or whatever we make. Very enjoyable. And when the sun goes down, it's nice and cool. Like tonight, I mean, this is a pleasure. We're out here. It's so tranquil and cool. The sun is down, you know, and everything is groomed, so you really feel good about everything. That's the entrance of the yard from the front of the house. But what we're going to do, we're going to put a new gate there. We're going to put a gate there. And I think Michael's going to have a gate put on the other side there for access. And he claims that we're all set with that, you know. The house is really very accommodating. More than adequate, you know. This side of the ground is not as nice as that side. For some reason, I don't know why. But what we're going to do, Michael and I, we're going to, in the fall, we're going to move the earth on this side, and we're going to seed it and put topsoil. And then we're going to see if we can get it as good looking as that. And then, if we could get it, it'll be one green backyard, you know. And a few things he's going to do will be all set. The garden is going to be there again next year, and he doesn't want to expand on that. And we just put the marigolds there, just to, you know, picturesque. But they also serve a purpose. They attract the insects, and keeps them away from the plants. So as you see, we got carrots, lettuce, then cabbage, and on the other side we got Italian crooknecks, Italian zucchini stripe, a zucchini plain, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pepper plants in the middle. Then on the end, on this side, we got 5 tomato plants. Those are better boys. In the middle, we got the string beans. They're going to grow like wildfire. They say when they sprout, harvesting, you better get a basket because you can never pick all the string beans. He says you need about 4 guys. That's how big he gets. And on the other side, there's another 5 tomato plants, and one is what they call a Cherokee purple plant. And in the tubs there we have zucchinis. Not zucchinis, but squash. Like I said, on the ground we got the cantaloupe, and on the corner we got the cucumbers, and the cucumbers are growing like wildfire. And that's our garden, and it keeps us busy, and it's very enjoyable. You know, you water it, you keep it from inside. You read about it. Every once in a while you go on a computer and you see you got a question, you ask a question, so many things. It becomes interesting. What else we got to do? What else we do? What else we got to do? I do that and I pray all day. My garden and I pray all day. That's my life. That's my life. But I enjoyed it. You know, I really have nowhere to go. Have nowhere to go. And hey, you get a bird's eye view of the entire garden. I'm up against the fence on the southwest side, and this is the garden with the house and everything. Now you can see the other houses are just as nice and just as big and just as, they're all different, but they're all beautiful. They're all very nice. But what I like so much about this location is that between the backyard and the trees, I would say you have a good 100 feet, and then the canal, and then all the trees. Trees belong in the forest. They don't belong on top of your house. If they're on top of your house, it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. Trees belong there. The beauty of the trees is away from the house. And they can't build there. They can't build there because of the canal, and there's a lot of restrictions, state restrictions. So this is a perfect setting. Really a perfect setting. I love it here because I feel that we have good weather and tranquil, no noise, no hustle and bustle, no traffic, just very, very peaceful. Maybe it's good for my old age. My old age. I'm in an old age retirement home. Nah, I'm the oldest guy here. There's all young people here. They have families, young kids. The buses come, take them home. But no hustle and bustle. It's just very, very tranquil. Very nice. And the house is, 4 years old? Very, very accommodating inside, spacious. And the air conditioning works absolutely perfect. Now let's say it was 80, 90 degrees, and this is the mid-afternoon, right? And you're out here maybe gardening, whatever you're doing, you know. And you have to get out of the heat or something like that. Open the door, go inside. Beautiful, cool, so nice. Relax. It becomes so accommodating, so tranquil, so nice. Yeah, and we don't get no wild animals because everything is sealed. Michael sealed the entire backyard, on the outside and on the inside. And every day we come here, we make sure that nobody dug like groundhogs. You know, they smell the garden and they dig and they go after the garden, or rabbits. So you get nothing infiltrating, or snakes. There's a lot of snakes back there. You don't get any snakes. You don't get any groundhogs. You don't get no rabbits. And your garden is protected. Because you'd be surprised, the animals, they smell it and they go after it. They go after it. Yeah. Life becomes a little interesting. You got to make it a little interesting after all. You get up in the morning, you better have something to do. Now here, look at the skies of North Carolina. Look how beautiful the skies are. And this is every day. Every day. You get up, it's always so blue, so quiet, so nice. So different from upstate New York. So different. And then not only it's different as far as the climate is concerned, but it's also easy on the pocketbook. Michael was paying $14,000 a year in taxes in Goshen. $14,000 a year. And getting nothing for it. You pay taxes. You have no kids in school. And what are you paying for? You pay for your own garbage pickup. You pay for your own water. You pay for your water and sewer. You pay for all that. What do you get for $14,000? I want to know what does New York give you when you pay $14,000 in taxes? To nothing. Because you got to pay for everything. You don't get no free garbage. At least in the city of New York, the garbage men used to come pick up your garbage. You pay taxes in the city of New York, and at least you got that for free. Over here, you pay for everything in New York. Now you come here, where he was paying $14,000 a year in taxes, getting nothing in Goshen. Over here, it cost him $3,000. The house is twice the size of what he had in Goshen. The climate is 100 times better, the climate. And then you have a garden, which you don't have over there. You have the niceness of everything, the backyard, the tranquility. It's so much better, so much better. And then no traffic, no noise, no hustle and bustle. You gotta go shopping, get in your car, you go to the mall, buy what you gotta buy, maybe 5-10 minutes away, buy what you have to buy, come back, park your car in front, and this is your residential area. Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Yeah. I sit over here in the morning after I walk my my walk. I get up, I eat, I have a little breakfast, and I put on the my television. I get the daily mass. After the daily mass, I get my cane, I have sunglasses, my hat, and I do a rosary walking the circle. It's what they call Paradise Hill Circle. It's a big circle. And by the time I finish the circle, I've completed a complete rosary. So when I come back, come here and I sit in the backyard in the morning. The sun is in the front of the house, and over here it's so cool, so breezy. I take my little prayer book and I do all my prayers from the book. And I sit down. Man, I'm alone. They're all sleeping. They don't wake up until late. And I do my prayers, and I enjoy that. I enjoy the comfort of being in the presence of nature, the presence of God. I enjoy that. I enjoy it tremendously. I think I got a tremendous advantage there. And then after the prayers are done, by then Michael wakes up, brings me a cup of coffee, and maybe he would maybe want to water the garden, maybe want to prune some of the plants. You have to prune them, you know, keep them nice, aerate them, water them if they need watering, and then we hose everything down if it needs hosing, clean everything nice and fresh, you know. And it's a routine, but it's beautiful. It's very nice, very nice. I'm telling you. Oh, when I go back inside, I'm going to put this camera on the cucumbers. We got them on the counter inside, and that's only a couple. We already picked about 15 besides what you're going to see now. And you're going to see when the tomatoes gets harvested. Forget about it. Forget it. We don't know what to do with all the tomatoes when they come. And they're big, and they're fresh, and you pick them red. That's the difference about being homegrown, you know. You pick them fresh, and when you eat fresh. When you go to a grocery, they will pick green, and they got red en route, you know, and you buy them red, but they were green when they were picked. Over here, you pick them red, and you eat them ripening on the garden. So that's the difference between homegrown and store-bought, you know. Like I said, we were eating off the out of the man. Yeah, we got the fat of the land. I'm telling you. Well, I'm going to go inside now, and I'm going to take a picture of the cucumbers, and then I'm going to end my camera and have it developed by John. So right now I'm getting up, I'm going inside, and I'm going to show you the cucumbers, the size of the cucumber. And they're all different shapes. They turn to the left, they turn to the right, they curve, they go straight, they go up and down. Well, like I said, we gave a lot of them away. Here's just three. I can just pick these three. Now look at this one. It turned to the left. And these two. Look at the size of these cucumbers. This is not, you don't buy cucumbers like this in a store. That's crazy. That's just, and delicious. You can't believe how tasty they are. They're delicious. This is one tomato that I picked. We ate one already, but this is one better boy, and it's already ripe. Put it on the windowsill. They taste a world of difference. Okay, so I'm gonna say goodbye, good night, and I hope you enjoyed the tour. And I'll see you on the rebound.